Hello and welcome to Stamping and Sipping with Tea. My name is Teresa, and in today's video I want to make one of the cards that actually inspired me to purchase the Flowering Fields suite of products. This is showcased on pages 14 and 15 of the Stampin' Up mini catalog, January to June. If you haven't got one, get in touch with your Stampin' Up demonstrator and ask for one. Now, as I was flipping through the catalog, I really liked the tulips. I am a huge fan of anything that is botanical, but I wasn't sure I was going to buy the suite. However, that all changed when my husband looked at the catalog and said, "We've got to get this set." And I thought, well, if I'm getting this and you want that, let's just buy the whole suite of products. So I did. And today what I want to do is recreate in my own version this card. If you've watched any of our other videos, you know that I say shake it up a bit, use what you have, draw inspiration from other things. And so the card we're going to make today is inspired by this card right here on page 14. Now, if you have already subscribed to our channel, I want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome. I hope you take away some good ideas that you can implement in your own card making. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this off to the side. Actually, it's on the floor where I can see it and use it for reference. Now, I thought it might be kind of fun to use the soft succulent color. So this is just a piece of 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, and on the 11-inch side I cut it at 5.5, and then on the 8.5 inch side we just scored it at 4 1/4. So that just creates a standard 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card. Unlike our previous layering, this card, oopsie, it's not cut correctly. We're going to have to cut this piece. So let me bring in my trimmer. I'm going to go to my scrap white paper card supply. And what I need this to be, I need it to measure 3 3/4. So that's 3.5. I really wanted 3 3/4. You know what, we're going to use 3.5. So 3.5. So let me just slow it down so y'all, in case you're writing. So it's 3.5, but I do want this to be the entire height of the paper. So I want to cut it at 5.5. So let's line it up and let's go ahead and get this cut. Okay. So we have that. And this is going to be that outside piece. Let me put that out of the way. So we're not going to center it. I mean, you could, if you like the idea of it centered to where you have equal amounts of the soft succulent showing, you can, but we are going to off center it. But before we do that, we need to get out the stamp set. It's the Flowering Tulips. Let me go ahead and pull down some of the colors. Hopefully those are in camera shot. I believe they will be. We're going to use the Flowering Tulips. Now, the fun part about this is determining which ones to use first. And so I take a lot of looking at the catalog, and I believe this one, oops, is the one we're going to want to use first. This is going to lay down that background color. So let me go ahead and get a block. And this is going to be the lighter shade. I'm just checking and double checking. Yes, now for my lighter shade, I don't know what this is gonna look like. We're gonna find out together. I'm thinking the Fresh Freesia. I was looking at some of the designer series paper that came with this set, and I just think that that's where I'm being called to try this. So let's put this here. Okay. I'm just gonna keep my stamp scrubber. I purchased that at my local craft store. It's by a company called Inka Dinka Doo. This is at least 7 years old. It's older than that, but I know it's at least 7 years old, so I can't say for sure. Oh yeah, they still have it. I don't know. Let me put this back. And since I have this color out, I'm going to go ahead and do the inner portion of the other blossom. I'll show you my reference in just a second. And I want this one to turn more that way. Okay, and let me go ahead and close up our Fresh Freesia. And I'm going to pull this back in for reference, okay? So it might not be exactly the same. I don't expect it to be. That's fine. But it's giving me that look that I want. You put that back off to the side, and now we're going to stamp the second color on. So for this one, I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. And I'm really, oops, come on. Oh, this is really stuck. Hold on. I'm really hoping I like the contrast. My Gorgeous Grape is not wanting to open. I'm probably applying pressure the wrong way. It is hecka stuck. All right, well, maybe it doesn't want to be done. That's not true. You know what? I'm not going to fight with that. We're just going to call up Rich Razzleberry. There we go. I have no idea what's happening with my Gorgeous Grape. Camera shy. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is try to line this up. And I might be out of camera range for this, but I don't want to lean in front of you too much. So I hope that's close enough. I hope that does the job. All right, that's not exactly the color combination I would have preferred. I really think I would have rather had the Gorgeous Grape, but Gorgeous Grape didn't want to be in the show today, so we're going to power on without Gorgeous Grape. All right, let's put that one back, and then over here, that's the one that's going to add those nice dark shades, that nice dark tone of this Rich Razzleberry. Again, I'm going to try to line this up. You can see kind of like the dotted lines. I'm going to try to put them over top those two petals. And I'll bring it back into shot in just a second. Let me see if I can move it while it's still on it for you. So I eyeballed that as best I could. Okay. I might be rethinking my base card. I got to be honest with you. Things aren't turning out exactly as I had planned in my head. Shame on me for not doing this ahead of time, right? That's okay. We're going to go with the flow. We're going to make it work. All right, so let's go ahead and peel this one off. And I didn't put that away, so let me put that away. The next thing we're going to do is, because I'm thinking I don't know about these colors anymore. We got to change of plans here, guys. Change of plans. I don't think I want to use Garden. I'm definitely going to use Pear Pizzazz. Now, in looking at the photo, okay, I want to do the base stem and that flower. So I have 3 pieces to do. So let's go ahead and grab these pieces. 1, 2, and then I'm going to need, let me see if I can get this on this block. Yes, and then I'll need, which flower? This flower or that flower? Let me see. This flower is the next one I want. See if I can get it on that block. Okay, so I'm using these 3 right here. So let's ink up with Pear Pizzazz. And let me, again, I gotta lean over. This is not the best thing to do, trying to put the camera right over top of me. Okay, we're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna get some grass inked up. And I think that would probably grow like that. Then I want this leaf. Now, actually, before I put the leaf, I'm going to put the other stem. I'm not going to clean that. I don't think I want garden green anymore. I'm thinking a good contrast color to Pear Pizzazz might be Mossy Meadow. I'm feeling Mossy Meadow. So we're going to do Mossy Meadow. This time, I had put this stem that way, but I want this to go the opposite direction. So it's going to go this way. Okay, then back to the Pear Pizzazz. Sorry for all the switching back and forth. We're going to take this and we're going to put a stamp right there. Okay, so then we have those. That's the end of the Pear Pizzazz. Let me go ahead and close that up. I've got that stem. So now what I want to do is I want to lay down some of the Mossy Meadow grass right here. Okay, then I need another one of the same leaf. Let's load this up with some Mossy Meadow. Then I'm going to put him here. Then I do need the contrasting leaf. So let's take this one off of that block. I'll clean all that up off camera. let's apply this leaf, because this leaf is going to help break up a lot of stuff that's happening here. So we're going to just overlap it like that, okay? So that gives all that nice contrast going about. Now, because I had to change colors, because my grape just wanted to be it wanted to be what it wanted to be, let's put it that way. I'm going to change a few things. I think what I'm going to do is take a piece of this soft seafoam green, and it should measure 3 1/4, and if it doesn't, I'll change it. So it's already 3 1/4. Perfect. Now, to get the sentiment or the greeting that I want to put on here, because this is going to be a Mother's Day card. So let's go ahead and pull out the Happy Mother's Day. See, I've already used it. And I'm going to use, if you, this is not a Stamparatus, but if you have the Stamparatus, I recommend using the Stamparatus. It operates the same way. This is by, is it Jim or Tim Holtz? It's hard to tell. It looks like a J. Maybe it's a T. But anyhow, the Stamparatus works the same way. You can secure, whoops, wrong direction. I want the 3 3/4. You can really secure your cardstock. And that's exactly what I want to do once I get the edge down here that I want. And then we're going to line up Happy Mother's Day as straight as I can. I'm not going to stand up over it. I'm going to hope that that just does it. And then when you close it, that looks pretty good. It'll pick it up. Make sure that's positioned. And then what color? I think, oh, I have one more stamp to put in here. I'm going to use the Early Espresso because I'm going to need it to add the center for this flower. I will need that, so let's just go ahead and use Early Espresso. Okay, and we'll stamp that. Perfect. Go ahead and take this off. Let me get the baby wipe that's inside here. Clean that all up. Take that down, put that there so I know to put it away. And then since I have the Early Espresso out, let's go ahead and finish the flower. My apologies. We want this inside piece here. That's located down there. Put it on a little stamping block. Get some of that gorgeous Early Espresso. Pop it right in the center. Boom. That finished it off, didn't it? Much better. Much, much better. Okay, so now, how big to cut this? I'm going to eyeball this. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I don't know. So here's 1 inch. There's a 1/2 inch. 3/4 of an inch is too small. So it's 4, 5, 6. So would that be 6/16 of an inch? That's where I'm going to cut that. Okay. So we're going to use that. Now I really feel like I need to get a new piece of paper. I think I want to get the Rich Razzleberry. So the Rich Razzleberry, I believe, let me grab my thing. This helps me determine where to find it. It's in the Regals collection. So where are my Regals? Here we go. Let's make sure I have one in here. This is what I have left from my Regals. Oh, come on, tell me. Nope, I don't think that's it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is this my Rich Razzleberry? Yep, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes that's what happens when you don't have editing done. So I'm going to take it on the 11-inch side. I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2 because we're making a new cardstock because things didn't go as planned. Sometimes that happens. Then I'm going to turn it, and on my 8 1/2 inch side, I want to score it at 4 1/4 inch. Again, don't press that too hard because you can rip it if you do that. You can rip that cardstock, tear it. That would not be good. And so now let's go ahead and do our fold. If you have a boning folder, they really help to get in there and do a nice tight press on that card. And now we're ready to assemble it. Oh, this is gonna work a little better. Oh, there's one other piece. Pardon the noise, I'm reaching over here. If you all could see to the right of me, it's a hot mess. But what they did here, and I don't know if you can see it, is they kind of did that little indent of a cut. So they were where I needed them to be. We're just going to do a tiny little flag type thing. What is it called? Fishtail? Mermaid tail? What is this cut called? If you know what this cut is called, please write it in the comments for me. But there we go. Okay, isn't that pretty? Actually, this is a happy little accident. I really like this. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere this using my Stampin' Seal Plus. I do like to run it on all 4 edges. Some people don't. Some people just put a couple pieces in the center. Whatever works for you is acceptable. Some people also like to use the Tombow glue. Again, that is perfectly fine. Look at that. Ooh. Ah. Okay, so on the inside, let's take a piece of our pre-cut paper. Now this is a little different. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. Let me get that dirt off here. And let's see, I thought I had Just Thinking of You Today already out. I do. So this time I have the coordinating colors, so I'm going to see if I can find my rich Razzleberry. And I do have that right down here next to me because this one would open. Gorgeous Grape would not. And aren't we glad it didn't, because I think this is better. Oh, there's a little smudge on that. I don't want that side. Let me grab another one. A lot of people really spend a lot of time trying to make this ever so straight and perfect. I don't. That's how I do it. Just offset it on purpose. Then you know it's exactly how I wanted it to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply this to the inside of our card. That way you can have your card all ready to go. To send to either your mama or your mother-in-law, as in my case. Okay. Oh, fish, I lined it up at the bottom. Oop, 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 oop. Thank goodness I didn't press it all down. I forgot I need to come up because this is 1/4 inch smaller. Look at that. You know, if I ever filmed a video start to finish without a blunder or a goof up, oh, I don't know what I would do. But anyhow, now, I do want to raise this up just a little, and let me show you. Keep all the pieces of your stamping dimensionals, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out these little triangles. I want 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to place those ever so carefully. I want to make sure I'm in camera shot. My apologies. I hope I was. Oh, come on. Okay, let's put this one in the center. 1, 2, and let's grab that last one that I cut free. And put this one down here. All right. I do like my pick tool. Turn that over. I'm just going to turn it back when I go to apply those butterflies. Listen, those brushed brass butterflies that are part of this set when you buy the suite, oh, wait till you see. Wait till you see. Okay, so that's already there. This should be a little further down. I think we like it something like that, I think is where I want it. Look, isn't that pretty? And look at these. Oh, the brushed brass butterflies. Say that fast 6 times. I'm not going to try. All right, so let's get a tiny one. And I know the picture has it one way, but I feel like I have to do it a little differently because I have so much white space up here at the top. And I don't really want that. So I'm going to, listen you. Listen you. Sometimes you just got to show him who's bossy. You're flying away. He's done eating. But this little guy, he's just right there. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. What do y'all think? I think that is so pretty. Now, I do want to show you the one I did beforehand, just to make sure I had everything I needed to recreate it. So this is the picture again. Now this one, was used with the soft sea foam. Petal Pink was the light shade, and then Pumpkin Pie. Oh, look, I don't know if you can see it. There's some shimmer. Y'all know I like my Wink Stella. So let's put a little on here too. I'm just gonna apply it over this dark, rich raspberry color. Of course, it's gonna make it all the darker. I don't care. He was a game changer. Rich Razzleberry came to my rescue when Gorgeous Grape was not being very cooperative. And I should just say thank you to Gorgeous Grape for not being cooperative, because I would not have found out how pretty this is had the Gorgeous Grape cooperated. So, you know, when things aren't quite going according to plan, roll with it. See what happens. Sometimes things aren't working out and it's for the best when it doesn't go the way you think it should go. Sometimes it's just a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. All right, here's the part where I'm going to stand up and I'm going to enlarge the image so you can take a screenshot. That way you can have this in your camera roll and you can refer back to it. So let's see if I can get this done for you guys. And again, thank you so much. If you would like to see or be notified when we post the next videos, because I did purchase more stuff from the mini catalog, and I will be sharing with you, making videos as I go through the other products that I received. If you would like to be notified when those videos are uploaded, what you'll want to do is subscribe if you haven't already, and then click on that bell icon, go to your settings, and turn on your notifications. That way you'll know when we post the next video. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much for staying till the end. Thank you for supporting us. And in the meantime, and until the next time, happy stamping.